Well, let's reverse back. We've got up in the morning and found some breakfast, and we're heading out the door. Where are we going to start?
Well, you've got to start in the centre of Berlin. A good place to start is actually at the Brandenburg Gate, which is one of the main symbols of Berlin. And you can actually walk through the gate, follow the road around, and you'll get to the Reichstag, which is the Parliament building. So the Reichstag is a wonderful building to visit. It's gorgeous, and it was recently rebuilt. It was burnt down, I think it was just before the Second World War. Sources seem to indicate that it was at Hitler's instigation. Now you can actually visit it yourself, but you're best to book your tickets online in advance because it's quite hard to get tickets. It's free, but you have to get your tickets.
One of my favourite bits about it is the glass ceiling that is over the top of the entire kind of sitting parliament. And you can get up and walk on top and look down at the politicians far below. Yeah,
they say that they want to be watched over. And I think that's quite a nice idea.
Well, I'm not sure if they want to be watched over, but the architect who redesigned it thought it was a pretty good idea.
So from there, you can visit several Holocaust memorials. You've probably seen pictures of the Jewish Holocaust Memorial, which is an amazing big space with lots of rectangular grey blocks. It's an amazing place to go and totally worth visiting. But it isn't actually the only Holocaust memorial in Berlin. People think of the Holocaust and they think, okay, so that was when the Jews were murdered. But also political dissidents, people who disagreed with Hitler's politics, homosexuals, and the Sinti and Roma people, commonly known as gypsies, were also hunted down and killed. So there are many different memorials that you can visit, and they're all worth seeing.
We often forget that a lot of other groups were also imprisoned and murdered just because of who they were. And the Roma and Sinti is the second largest group to be exterminated. This is a memorial for the murdered Jews of Europe, also called the Holocaust Memorial. The architect who did it said that it was a place with no meaning because the Holocaust and just the fact that almost 6 million people were killed just for believing in a different way is almost impossible to grasp. And so he said, Peter Eisenman, that he wanted to create a place where we were not so much using our minds and our heads, but our body and our hearts to get a sense of what it meant. So that's why it's designed to give you a physical experience.
So after you've had a look and think about the World War II history of Berlin, you can fast forward to after that and into the Cold War by visiting Checkpoint Charlie and the Topography of Terror exhibition. Checkpoint Charlie is somewhere that everyone wants to tick off because they've seen it in so many films over the years. But as a place to visit, it doesn't have anything much to offer, really.
It's kind of Disneyfied, isn't it? It's,
kind of. It's super Disneyfied. There are people in dress-up 50s uniforms, and it does nothing for me time after time.